Yes, people, we are back live. We are back live on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube for another edition of the ManDem United podcast, where we talk all things Manchester United. And it seems pretty much every day there is something new to discuss with Manchester United. Yesterday, I believe it happened late yesterday. Manchester United made a second bid for Bryan Mbeumo, an improved bid from the first time. So hopefully that deal does indeed get done. Also, the talks of this Garnacho for Nkunku swap deal, which is just a terrible idea from both sides. I'm seeing here more information as well. Jadon Sancho, like I've just mentioned, Victor Gyökeres information as well. So we'll be discussing all those things. Please keep all your comments, all your questions, Manchester United related, in the comment section as well. And as always, I always state, when you enter the city of sarcasm, pay the tax, people. Pay the tax. All I need you to do is hit that like button first and foremost, people. Hit the like button on the video. Whether you're watching this live right now, watching this back after, hit the like button on the video. Share out across all the socials, people. And yes, it's Flawless on Twitter and Instagram. Same Sarcasm City TV on Twitter and Instagram. Follow the new Twitter, as you can see on the screen. Follow the new Twitter, people. At Yes, It's Flawless, people. Follow the new Twitter if you're following the last one and you're supporting. It all helps, people. And just as important as those two things, make sure you subscribe to the channel, Sarcasm City TV. Road to 16,000. Hit the notification bell as well. And make sure to follow the Sarcasm City TV playback. Big up to Sai, as always, been kind enough to drop some of the information in the chat in regards to Manchester United. So let me just start all these now. But Sai, hope you're good. Hope you're blessed. Hope all the family is well too as well. Just seeing this in Nkunku news. What a whole heap of nonsense. Absolute foolishness. But it seems the rumor mill and the transfer rumor mill has picked up steam again, because it kind of slowed down last week. So it's kind of picked up a little bit. Big up to AJ as well. Big up AJ. Hope you're blessed. Hope you're good each and every time. Also, let's see what else is going on. So let me get to the Mbeumo news, because that is the main thing. Let me actually pull up the Mbeumo news. Yeah, man. Glad you're all good, side. Glad you're all good. Where is it? So here we go. So this is when it broke yesterday. Breaking news. Manchester United have now improved their offer for Bryan Mbeumo to a package totaling over 60 million. And Mbeumo has always been clear, his preferred destination. Manchester United is preferred destination over Tottenham. And that's from Alex_Crook on Twitter. And of course, Ben Jacobs, or Jacobs Ben, as his Twitter handle is. Makes all the sense in the world. That shuts up a lot of people who were talking about, whoa, Thomas Frank's going there. Where'd he go get him? And he's still in London and he doesn't have to relocate his family. And Spurs have Champions League football, and he knows that he's going to play under Thomas Frank, and Thomas Frank's going to get the best out of him. And outside of Thomas Frank going to Tottenham Hotspur, he rejected Spurs and picked Manchester United with all those things I just mentioned. So the fact that Spurs have Champions League football. So the fact that Spurs are in London, so he wouldn't have to relocate and it's where it's comfortable. Wouldn't have to relocate his family if he does indeed have one, and presuming he does. All of these things were there and he still picked Manchester United. And I didn't think the pull of Thomas Frank would be enough to get him to turn down Manchester, to turn his head and turn down Manchester United and then join Spurs. And everyone's quiet about that. Like they didn't say, I stated it from the beginning. I believe we signed Mbeumo. I believe we get the Mbeumo deal done. I think we'd sign Mbeumo and be calm, comfortable, no issue whatsoever. And the issue was the fee. He had already agreed personal terms with him a long time ago. It was just a fee. And now they're saying this package is totaling over 60 million. Reports came out after the first one stating that Brentford wanted similar to the Cunha money. This looked similar to the Cunha money. I stated this. This was pretty obvious. So I expect this deal to get done, hopefully by the end of the month. That's my main aim. If we can get this deal over the line by the end of the month, it's currently the 24th. So the end of the month is next Monday. So we got the rest of this week and Monday. So literally pretty much a week to get this deal done. I think we'll get it done. And then Cunha and Mbeumo is a brilliant start to the window. And if we can get them both signed up before July, I'm with it. I was on Saeed's channel on Sunday and we went through the calendar and discussed where we'd like to see players. And I did say Mbeumo before the end of this month. And then I said 3 signings in July. That's what I would like. Whether that will happen, I don't know. But we need to move seriously. And that wasn't including outgoings. Get these lot gone expeditiously. That's where I'm at as well. Big up to Dan in the building also. Dan is here in the cut. Yes, Dan, what are you telling me, man?
Yes. Yeah, what's happening, man? How you doing, bro?
I'm all blessed, man. I'm all blessed. All good on
Come
your
on.
end, yeah?
Blessed always, mate.
Yeah,
I'm
man. Come on.
alive, fam. That's it.
Yeah, man. I hear that, man. Wake up, stare at the ceiling. I'm alive. What a beautiful feeling. I hear you. I hear you, fam.
Yeah,
What you
yeah,
saying
yeah, yeah.
about what you saying about this Mbeumo news here on the screen? Saying we've put in a new improved bid now.
Yeah, no,
What's
it's
the
good
update?
news, isn't it? But I was saying the other day, like yesterday, or whatever, I was just like, day before yesterday, or whatever, I was just like, I'm tired. I'm tired of being close and like, you know what I'm saying? Just fucking announce the shit, man. Like, I'm getting tired. Why am Man United got to drag it? When it comes to Man United, we have to drag everything. I just want to be feeling like, you know, when that shit is just done. You wake up one day, boom, it's done.
Mm-hmm.
Like tomorrow, I just want to see like two signings in one day. You know, when we
Yeah,
signed a couple players in one go, like that time,
yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
Schneider against Schweinsteiger and that,
Yeah,
like just stuff like that, just bang, like just show that you're serious, man.
yeah,
Because when I've seen other teams and Liverpool doing their thing, Man City, and that, I'm just like, fuck, man. Like, it's only when it comes to Man United, we drag these things. But I guess because it's Man United, everything is enhanced in it and magnified. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I think that's what it is, I guess. We're just them guys in it. So it's like every step of the way has to be highlighted, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, man. No, but that's good news, man. And Mbeumo, someone we need, bro. Premier
yes,
League proven. Need to
yes,
bring that guy in, man, to bring us back up in the table, man. Get us fighting for top four, man. Because that's where we are now, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Well, we're not even there yet. Until we get these signings that we want this summer, then we have a chance in it. But until then, boy, I don't know, man.
yeah.
But yeah, man. 60 million. What is that? 60 million.
Yeah,
That's
it
what
is
they
package
always wanted,
over
I
50
believe.
million, yeah. So it'll be something like probably 62, 63, something between 62, 65, I'm guessing. That's just me guessing, something
Yeah,
along
so
those lines.
that's what they wanted, isn't it? Because when we were
Yeah.
hearing they want close to what Cunha was sold for, whatever, innit?
Mm.
It only makes sense. Do you know what I'm saying? So my thing is, I think obviously I don't know the ins and outs. We don't know what's behind the scenes, what's going on. But I take it, Man United have obviously just been negotiating it like this whole time, trying to get it reduced and do the add-ons and all that shit. So I guess
Yeah.
that's why it's taking this long in it. But yeah, hopefully I don't know when they're gonna actually fully announce it.
Yeah,
But
hopefully it gets done this week. Should get done this week. You think so? Because personal terms have already been agreed. So it's just about getting the deal done with Brentford. So just get it done and get it moving. That's pretty much where I'm at with it. 100%. What's this?
yeah, I
This
just
is news to me. Last this, Monaco and Andre Onana could not get an agreement over personal terms. Andre Onana's salary bonus package are out of Monaco's reach, leaving the deal looking
since
extremely tight
when?
at the stage of this window. And that's from McGrath Mike on Twitter. Wait, before you
Who
respond,
the
there's
hell's
more
that?
as well. Andre Onana, not a concrete target for AS Monaco, as cold as now a situation has gone completely cold despite reports, nothing into it so far. So that's from Fabrizio Romano. So we got two conflicting tweets, but
Yeah,
yeah,
I was gonna
thoughts on
say. No, I was gonna say
thoughts.
that's crazy. Like as soon as she said that first one, and then Fabrizio just shut down with that one. It's like I did hear some murmurs of that before about Onana being linked to Monaco or whatever, but nothing serious or like that. But um, I want it to be true. Do you know what I'm saying? We all hope that the guy can just be shipped off. Do you know what I'm saying? Because going into next season with Onana in the net, bro, that is crazy, bro. Like, there's no way, bro. Like, if I see that, oh, mate.
We know we
But I think it's
finished.
going to be
We know
one of
we ain't
those.
serious. We know we ain't
Huh?
serious. We know we ain't serious.
Yeah, I know, man.
If
But
he's in there from the start of next season, along with some
yeah,
of these
it's
other
crazy.
players starting inside starting in the 11, even on the
It's
bench is an
crazy.
elbow. It's a bigger elbow. If he's in goal, it's like, all right, you man didn't do your job.
I'm hoping they're just leaving it like to near the end of the transfer window, innit? Because I'm hearing, because Onana thinks he's still staying and he's going to be number one.
Yeah.
But I think Man United obviously just assessing, weighing up everything right now, getting the striker over the line, getting Mbeumo over the line, and then they're gonna think about the goalie and stuff like that. I don't think they're working everything at the same time. They probably are to an extent where they've inquired about potential keepers coming in, whether having talks, but
Yeah.
they haven't actually told Onana like we don't want you at this point,
Mm.
which is I don't know, man. It's kind of
Which is
annoying.
strong.
It's kind of yeah, it's long because it's like, but I kind of get it why they're not saying it straight away. But I don't know, man. I don't know, bro. I don't even think they know exactly what they want to do yet with the goalkeeper situation, because they could bring in a backup that could compete with Onana and could potentially become the number one, or they could just go all out and sign a replacement number one straight away, which
That's
is
what the report said. The report said that we was mad. You mentioned that about how we're bringing in a keeper to potentially be competition. Just bring in a better goalkeeper. Like we got linked to Emi Martinez. Go get Emi
I think they're being too nice, isn't it? They're being too nice. They're not being ruthless and cutthroat enough. I think it's one of those where they're in the middle of the situation where they're thinking, oh, we got Onana and he's a nice guy. And, but it's not about nice guy, bro. Like, you were shit last season, isn't it? You cost
and
us
shit the
games.
season before. And
Before that. Since you come in, you've been shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? So it's one of those, like, you have to be ruthless. And Man United are not ruthless enough for my liking, because when you're seeing Garnacho and all these man doing what they're doing and that, like, people are having uproar about what Garnacho's doing now, but he's been doing this shit. Like, he's been fucking around from previous seasons as well. So he should have been gone from time. As soon, like, Ferguson back in the day, as soon as he sniffed some bullshit from people, like, you're done, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because this is Man United. Like, we're meant to be a serious club. We're meant to be doing serious shit. But now, obviously, the standards have dropped and people are giving too many passes to, like, players that are on this bullshit. And then the people have their favourites as well. Do you know what I'm saying? But it's not about favoritism. It's not about how you feel. It's not about all of that shit. It's not about who's a nice guy. It's about doing what you need to do for the betterment of the club to progress. That's why we needed to get rid of Bruno. That's why we need to get rid of Onana. That's why we need to get rid of Anthony, Garnacho, all these shit guys. Like, they've outstayed their welcome, mate.
I said all these shit guys.
All these shit, bro. They're outstaying. They're shitted. They're stinking up the place, bro. Luke Shaw, bro. How long have we seen his fat belly, bro? How long have we been fucking? You know what I'm saying, bro? Like, it just makes you sick.
I'm laughing because the way you say it is funny, but it's truth. Like, about outstaying their welcome. It's like it's too long, and I don't get it. Why there seems to be issues with moving these lot on, whether it's wages and things of this nature. Yo, start just paying man off. Take that else. You gotta take that else. Bro. Pay man off. Because it's money well spent. That's what it is, man. It's money well spent.
Yeah. It's in the long run, it's the best thing to do.
Like, you know what I'm saying? And that pay these. It's like being in a terrible relationship and you leave the girl's yard and you left like a couple t-shirts there. Don't go back for the t-shirts.
Nah,
let the t-shirts go, man. Let them
rock, man.
Let them go. It was worth it, man. Trust me. You don't want to go back and potentially get into some more nonsense. Let the teas go.
Wait, hold on. What if it's the fucking 1998 Man United kit?
The one
with the
site.
No, man, you can't get that no more, man. It's hard to find there, man.
Nah, you can. The site's out there. Yeah, the site's out there. You can get that stuff.
It's hard though. It's hard, man.
It's tough, but you can get it. Like, someone sent me some fire old kits. I need to get some still. Telling you, fam. Get that old stuff. Let it go, man. It ain't worth it. Sometimes you just gotta take and I don't even see it as an L. It's a win getting rid of them players you mentioned. It's a win. We're automatically better without them, without even replacing.
Well, you got to take a few losses. Like, you got to take. Man United have got themselves in this position thus far. Do you know what I'm saying? So you might as well just cut your losses with so many of these players and so many of these things, so you can start fresh. Because you're hanging on to things for too long, and you can't actually progress properly whilst you're still holding on to things, man. You know what I'm saying?
Agree. Like,
let it go, man.
And big up to Chinlu as well. Big up. And to King Manny, because it's unfortunate we can't get rid of all the players we want because our club doesn't move like that. But I'd just be happy with if we get rid of the ones who have all been linked with moves away. So if it's Rashford and it's Hojlund and it's Garnacho and it's Anthony and it's Sancho and it's Onana. If we get rid of all those players I just mentioned, over the moon. Because not only one, do we raise the money, number two, we clear the way for other players, and three, wages as well. Because a lot of those players outside of Garnacho are on big money. So move them on and just keep it stepping. That's where I'm at with it. And it allows you to bring in the likes of Mbeumo, bring in Cunha, a striker, whoever that may be. Central midfielders needed as well. Goalkeeper, like we've just discussed. This is great news. Because Christopher Nkunku is not one of the Manchester United's prime targets for the centre forward role. United have other players under consideration ahead of Nkunku. When it got mentioned on Back Again, I was like, it didn't make sense. The ManDem United I did yesterday, I was like, this makes no sense. And even today, don't understand it. Why are we looking at Christopher Nkunku as a swap deal for Garnacho? Why are we taking one step forward and getting rid of him and one step back and getting a player that's around his level? And Nkunku has done nothing at Chelsea. Chelsea fans can't wait to get rid of him. His levels is showing is the fact that the Chelsea board and the hierarchy and the manager are allowing to give him away for Alejandro Garnacho. It's not like they're saying give us money on Garnacho. Solely Garnacho is a swap deal. So I like this news because it didn't make sense because one, he's not a 9. 2, we signed Cunha. We're trying to sign Mbeumo. So that's the 2 10s there. So where would he play? Because he's going to come in on first team of money. He's going to be getting a decent amount of money. I'm not sure how much he's on Chelsea, but I swear it's a lot. Let me know in the chat, you lot, so I don't have to Google it. If not, I'll Google it. But Nkunku made no sense. No sense. Yeah, a 9. He's not better than any of the 10s we have. I don't
think better than Xerxes, blood. We got Xerxes.
Yeah, I don't think he's a better 10 than Xerxes. I don't think he's a better 10 than Mano. I don't think he's a better 10 than Mbeumo. I don't think he's a better 10 than Cunha. So why? I don't think he's a better 10 than Ahmad. Even though Ahmad will probably playing wing back. Why?
I don't
Make it make sense. Why?
I don't think that's real, bro. Surely that can't.
Nah, it was real. Nah, it was legitimate sources. Romano spoke about it. Credible sources spoke about it. Exactly, that was my thoughts. that was my.
What did he say about it though, Romano and that? What did he say?
We were both exploring the deal and looking into it because they want to get rid of Nkunku and we want to get rid of Garnacho. And they've had interest in Garnacho before, and we've had interest in Nkunku before. This was in January. We just didn't make a bid. Whereas,
bro, if that happened, yeah, I would physically feel sick. Like,
go and talk about it.
I would feel sick. No, because it's like it reminds me of the Mount shit. Like, why are we going for the Chelsea rejects and that? Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
100%.
Like, bro, like, we don't need the guy. Like what you said. Like, he's shit as well. Like, what are we doing?
It makes no sense. And the thing is, all the other targets we've had and players we signed, including Mbeumo and that, have all made sense. Like, the lap made sense. Gyökeres, for example, makes sense. Other strikers we've been linked to, I get it. I'm like, all right, he might not be my first choice, but that actually makes sense. And Nkunku's terrible. I need to start giving Manchester
Can you think of any reason why Romano and that would be provided like false information? Like to throw him off or something, or like, because I don't see why. Yeah.
Well, you're doing what I'm doing. Don't give Manchester United the benefit of the doubt. We know how incompetent they are done. Come on now. We know how me and you have smoked for years about the incompetence of Manchester United and us making decisions that don't make sense. So why is another decision that doesn't make sense going to surprise us? I was like you. I gave them the benefit of the doubt initially. Yesterday,
yeah, but obviously now we got these new men in. You're hoping that they're starting to change their ways. Like when I'm seeing certain sites like Mbeumo, Cunha, these are the right profiles and the right type of signings. So those are positive signs as to going forward, how they're potentially moving going forward. So I'm just trying to look at another angle as to why there'll be links with the likes of him. Even that Eketike guy, because it's like
that didn't, but that was another one that didn't make no sense. And not because of the player. I was talking about the price.
I think they might just be putting it out there that they're inquiring about these types of players so that the players they're actually interested in, their agents and whoever are the other clubs are thinking Man United and not just relying on that guy. They got backup options. That's something I'm thinking of as to why that would be happening. Maybe. Yeah. I don't know.
Maybe, but I'm just hoping this is not the case. This Nkunku deal is a terrible deal. He's done nothing.
No, it can't be.
Sell Garnacho. Even outside of him putting on the Villa shirt with Rashford's name on the back yesterday, all that. I don't care about all that stuff.
Yeah,
anything again that accelerates his move away from Manchester United, I'm all for. I wish he would have posted up another picture with Rashford's shirt today, and the day after, and the day after, and the day after. Anything that moves and accelerates, like I keep stating, accelerates this move away. Let's get him gone. The club should be doing more, because it seems Garnacho and Rashford are pushing for moves away, and we're the ones that are slowing it down. And it's like, why? What is going on? And even this, I'm just seeing this. Hopefully this isn't true. But again, we're stupid enough to do this. Big up to my guy Sheik every single time as well. Manchester United have informed those interested in Alejandro Garnacho that his price is 70 million. That's from Laurie Whitwell. Why? Why is Garnacho 70 million? We would not pay 70 million for a player of Garnacho's standard and someone who's performed like Garnacho from elsewhere. If Garnacho was at any other Premier League club or any Premier League Big Six club and had performed the way he performed and had the stats he had, we would not be looking at him number one. Let's start there. We definitely would be looking at him number one. And number two, we would be unwilling to pay 70 million for him. Get him gone. I keep stating this, any money for Garnacho is a great deal.
Yeah, but you know what they're doing. They're penny pinching. But like I said earlier, they're not in a position to be worrying about. They just need to get him off the books, bruv.
Yo, we the B side of
because they're business.
Dan. We're the B side. You know what I'm saying? You trying to buy an item off me. You know, number one, I don't want said item, and number two, I need to get rid of it. So why are you gonna offer me a big price for it? Knowing the item hasn't performed well, number one.
It's crazy. And the team know he wants to go. Like
the team know he wants to go as well. So the player don't want to be here. The
ain't got no power.
He's on low wages. We can't. What are we talking about here? What
They're
is
not
going
in a position to power.
30. Serious. More than Mbeumo and Cunha. He's nowhere near the level of those two.
No.
He is nowhere near the level of these two players. Not even close. There's nothing he's better at than these two. But yet we're unwilling to pay 70 M's for Mbeumo, and that's why this deal stalled. But we looking 70. I hope it's starting the price high and trying to sell it. By this point, 40 million for him is phenomenal money. He's the worst left winger in the league. He's the worst left winger in the league. So why are we looking top tier money for unserious players? He's not a top tier player, but we're looking top tier money. Why?
Bro, the way the fans overhype these players as well, like they've done something in a Man United shirt, bro. Like, what have they done to warrant any of these prices? Like,
nothing. Absolutely nothing. And to Benny, who says, but that's what stuff you want to get the most money for your players. I'm all for that. 40 million is phenomenal money for him. That is the deal. That is the sale of the summer window.
Century.
We get 40 million or 30 million for Garnacho. And I put Hojlund in that. I put Rashford in that. I put Onana in that. These players are dreadful.
Well, they're saying that Inter Milan would spend 40 million on Hojlund.
Yeah, it was that, or it was a loan deal, but just getting him gone. Even if it's a loan deal, little loan fee, option to buy.
But it's because of how much Man United got Hojlund for that they don't want to take a loss and sell him for 40 million. But it's like, take the loss, bro.
It's not, the thing is with them, it's not their loss because they didn't buy him. I'd be more understanding if it was Ineos who bought Hojlund. You didn't buy him. You inherited this product that's terrible here, that's overpriced. That's not your fault.
That's true. I didn't think of that.
Yeah, it's not your fault. I would look at it and go, well, you paying for X amount and you have to sell him to now. That's on you. No, I'll rate you higher if you just get rid of him for half. 30 million is phenomenal money for him. This guy went 20 games without a goal. He went 00-16 twice. Garnacho went 20 plus games without a goal, and people are talking about big money. What are we doing out here? What are we doing? Crazy. Yeah, Benny, I disagree with Staffy if Staffy said 40 million.
I think it's more of the potential people are looking at. Like, certain teams are dumb and think that there's potential in players like Hojlund. So that's probably why the price is a bit higher.
Yeah, like 70 million. Just get him. It's absolute nonsense. Absolute nonsense. It's great money for him. It's great money for him. What are we talking about here? We've already replaced him. He's already been replaced. Same way, like, these players, and our squad doesn't need to be as big either. People forget that we're not playing in Europe. It's one game a week until the Carabao Cup kicks in, and there'll be 2 games a week occasionally. And in January, when the FA Cup kicks in. So it's 1 game a week. So the squad doesn't have to be anywhere near as big. A squad of 24, 25 will be more than sufficient. Just get these lot gone. Just get these lot gone and bring in quality players. Let's see what else is being said here. I don't get this. I don't believe this, but I read it out anyway. Big upside. Ruben Amorim wants to keep Joshua Zirkzee, would rather sell Rasmus Hojlund to generate funds. That's from Alex_Crook. So if that's the case, why did he play Hojlund over Zirkzee consistently all season long?
Maybe he wanted to show the owners how shit Hojlund was, bro. I don't know.
You knew from you got there in November. We knew by the end of we knew by the start of January. By a month and some change, we knew already what it was. We know he's terrible. We knew he was terrible before Amorim got here. This is not new news. What is going on? So yeah, I take that with a pinch of salt. That's from an Alex_Crook. I do take that with a pinch of salt.
Yo, by the way, does Man United have any sell on clause thing for Elanga? Because they're saying Newcastle want to sign him for like 45 million.
I'm not sure. Chat, let us know. I am not sure. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know.
Newcastle want him. David Ornstein said Newcastle made the offer.
Chat, let us know. Let us know. And you lot continue to run up the likes. Over 40 of you lot in the building. Big up watching. But let's get up to 40 likes. We're only at 19 people. Like check 1212. Like check 1212. Run up the likes as well. This is on Jadon Sancho. A couple teams interested in him. Fenerbahce are pushing to sign Jadon. Fenerbahce are pushing to sign Jadon Sancho and are prepared to pay the Manchester United winger over 8.5 million in salary, which works out around 165k a week. Jose Mourinho has held direct calls with the player. That's from Jacobs Ben on Twitter, and there's more surrounding him as well. 1 second, where is it? About Napoli too.
Didn't think Mourinho was a fan of him.
Fenerbahce and Napoli are both exploring a move for Manchester United. Manchester United want 25 million. So that's good news about the Fenerbahce deal as well as Napoli as well. Your thoughts? Talk to us, Dan.
Yeah, man, that's good, man. I heard Fenerbahce got money in that. I don't know. Yeah, I heard they got money for stuff like that. So, boy, yeah, get rid of him, man. Like of all the other players we just mentioned, bro. Like, just get rid of him, man. Like, but it's been tiresome, man. It's been hard, like looking at all these rumors, clubs linked, but then these clubs can't afford the wages and shit. So it's just annoying. Like Sancho, Rashford, all them guys, they need to get set somewhere with less wages, bro. They have to.
Yeah,
they can't.
Go on,
yeah.
carry on.
No, go on.
No. I was gonna say with the Rashford one because he did the interview out in Spain and he was talking about leaving. I think Rashford would take a cut. Garnacho's not on big money. Reports are saying Sancho wouldn't. I keep saying this. We talk about taking losses. Pay these men off. You just got 5 million from Chelsea. You just got 5 million from Chelsea for the Jadon Sancho loan because they didn't agree to the obligation. That was the penalty. Use that 5 million to make up the rest of the money. Let's say that's true and it's 165k a week. Whatever the difference is, pay him off. He's well within his rights. I would do the same. I would do this. I'm Sancho and I'm at Manchester United. I have a year left and I'm on 250k a week or 270 or whatever it is. And a club want to offer me 165. I'm supposed to lose 100 grand a week. I'm supposed to lose 400 grand a month. Why? Fuck you. Pay me. Pay me my money. What are we doing? I'm supposed to lose 100 grand a week. I'm supposed to lose 400.
No, I hear that. I hear that, but if no teams also,
what's that over a year?
I hear it, yeah. Because if you're Sancho,
that's over 4 million a year, right?
I don't know. My shit. My maths is shit.
My maths is shit too.
People in the chat.
Yeah, chat. Do it.
I had to retake maths GCSE like fucking 2 times.
I'll do it now. 1 second.
Do your thing, bruv. I'm not involved, bruv. Even the most basic of equations, don't ask me. Don't ask me anything. Don't ask me 2 + 2, bruv. I'm not answering.
Go on, carry on.
Yeah, I was gonna say that, boy.
Almost 5 million a year. Almost 5 million over the year. I'm supposed to give that up to play football.
Now, Flawless, your ego will tell you, I can't give that up. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, you'll be like, but then you got to look at your surroundings, brother. Understand, like, no team wants to give you anywhere near that. So what are you meant to do? Even if Man United buy him out, no team is still going to pay him that much anyway.
I think he'll make the move. I just think he wants his money from Manchester United. I don't think he's looking the same amount from Fenerbahce or Napoli. I just think he wants his money from Manchester United, which I understand. Yeah. I am not giving up close to 5 million a year. Yeah. No, absolutely not. And you lot in the chat saying you would have lied. If anyone's saying would give up 5 million a year to because no, you wouldn't. You would not to play football. Unless adding tax, let's say it's 4 million a year. You are not giving up 4 million over 12 months to leave and go elsewhere. 4 million people, stop it. Or even if it's more tax than that, 3 million. I'll go one further. None of us are giving up 1 million. Why? The club pay me. And that's why I don't look at Jadon Sancho. I look at Manchester United. Pay him off. We just got fired. Whatever the difference is. We're gonna have to.
I think obviously, if worse comes to worse, and it's getting closer to the end of the window and that, then they're gonna start. Saying, well, they have to. Well, they don't have to, but the best thing for them to do is to start doing drastic things like that. You know what I'm saying? So, as long as the transfer window is open, there's always opportunities for stuff to happen, isn't it? So, obviously, as fans, we want things to be done quick, but realistically, things might take very long, and it might go down to the wire of the transfer window. So, we just have to be patient in it.
Yeah, like, and I'm with you on that. It's just more so my issue isn't the buying of players, it's the selling of players. That should be the easy part.
No, but even that's going to be hard.
I don't think so.
I mean, it don't have to be, but I don't know.
I think we make it tough.
You what?
I think we make it tough. I think we're incompetent.
Yeah.
Why, in regards to this, why are we dilly-dallying about the likes of Onana? Oh, well, he should stay. Why is there even a debate about Onana staying? What is the pros to keep him? When they sit down and have the discussion about him, and there's a pros and cons column, and they put that on the board, what is in the pro? What is in the pro of keeping him? The same way with the rest of these players, because there's a whole heap of cons. The cons is a long-ass list. They'll run out of board space. What are the pros? Nothing but pros to selling these lot. And people want them. It's not like,
you know what? For all we know, they might have been trying so hard, like, to get rid of Onana, this or that one, because we only know so much, man. Behind the scenes, we don't know what's going on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we can only guess. I think you giving them the benefit of the doubt.
It's not even giving. Maybe it is. I'm just saying maybe. I don't know.
I'm saying, I don't think they're true, because like, yo, you can move these lot on. Look at the Garnacho. Man said what man was liking tweets and doing all this nonsense during the season. His brother was talking a whole heap of rubbish. We lost the Europa. He also performed poorly on the pitch all season long. We lost the Europa League final. He said what he said after the Europa League final, which was disgusting. Then reports came out talking about Amorim said, oh, you better hope that another club buys you. We had a postseason match and still took him. Make it make sense. Had a postseason match and still took him. And now we're delayed. Then he posts up in the Aston Villa shirt, knowing exactly what he's doing. And yet there's no acceleration really to move him on. And we're talking about 70 years. Yo, 40 million, 30 million, get him gone. This club sucks at everything, man. Just makes everything tough. Tough. For real, this man don't want to win. It's not the MO. Incompetent across the board. Because I can't believe that it's just your mentality. So let me actually clarify that. I can't believe you just don't want to win. So therefore, you're just terrible at your job. Terrible. These owners.
There's not serious, isn't it?
Exactly. Word to my guy Alam, deeply unserious institution. That's what we are. Deeply unserious institution. And when we line up the start of the season against Arsenal and Onana's in goal and Bruno's out there and Mount's playing or Garnacho's playing or Rashford's playing or Hojlund's playing, don't be surprised, people. If that happens, I'm signing out from the beginning.
Yeah, I'm done.
I'm signing out from the beginning. If any of those man I just mentioned are still here and starting games at the start of the season, I'm signing out, man.
But this is what I'm saying, Flawless, bruv. Look at the first 10 fixtures, bruv. Of not even, let alone fucking 5. The first 5 fixtures are crazy.
Yes.
So where's the urgency, bruv?
There's no urgency, you don't seem.
No urgency, man.
There's zero urgency. Like it is. Like, owners spending a shit ton of money to lose. This isn't Vegas. It seems like they don't want to win, Chindu. That doesn't seem to be like high on the priority list. That's not the main thing because they're not moving as such. The key word there that Dan just said, urgency. There seems to be no urgency considering the state that we are in or where we finished in the season we just had. We just had a horrific season under your league. This is under you. that we had this. We had a worse, and we was having bad seasons before you got here. You took over and took us backwards. The same way we'll criticize Amarin for taking us backwards. This ownership also has to be held accountable. You've took us backwards. We finished 15th. We failed to win back-to-back games. Lost the European final to Spurs. Minus goal difference. Let me clarify this again. We finished 15th in the league. We lost more games than we won. What is going on? Why is there no urgency? We're not Liverpool. We're not Arsenal. We're not Chelsea. You all finished in the top 4 and you can be a little bit more patient because you were coming off at least some form of positives. Like I just mentioned about the players, what were the pros to last season? What were the pros to last season? Because there's a whole heap of cons. There's a whole heap of cons. And to Amarin Bowley says, flawless is the owners. I agree with you. You might have just joined that in the middle of what I was saying. I was just stating that. It's the owners.
Bro, the league winners have more urgency, bro.
Yes, it is.
Like,
1 second. Hold up. Because, man, let's big up Jez as well, man. Amarin Ball says you can't blame Amarin for owners not spending money. Where did I blame Amarin for owners not spending money? When did I say this? Where did I say this? Please let me know when I said this. Big up to Josie as well, man. Big up Flawless and Cole. Shout out to my guy, Jez. Shout out to Jez, all the Oklahoma City Fundy fans as well. You know what I'm saying? Now, Amarin Ball, answer my question. Where did I say we blaming? Where did I say I blamed Amarin for owners not spending money? We're not just bypassing this.
That's Amarin Ball, you know.
You know what I'm saying? Where did I say this? After Mbeumo, we still need a striker, a goalkeeper, 2 midfielders, and probably a wing back. Can't see that shit happening. Here, the thing is, if we get a striker, a goalkeeper, and 1 midfielder, if we get 5, so if it Cunha and Mbeumo striker, central midfielder, goalkeeper, I'll take that for the summer. Obviously, including getting rid of players as well. If we sign that 5, yes, would I prefer another midfielder? Absolutely. Would I also like a wing back? Absolutely. But just run us the bare minimum. Go get 5. You know what I'm saying? And that it's go and get 5. What are we talking about here? You know what I'm saying? Our manager's waffling in the chat as well because he can't answer you always call out the manager when our main problem is the owners. I've been calling out the owners from before the manager got here. What are you talking about? Again, people just be in the chat saying, making up shit. Just fabricating things. I was calling out the owners before the manager got here. What are you talking about? There's literally videos, multiple live streams you can go and watch. Multiple. Please don't be waffling in the chat, just fabricating shit. Like, what are we talking about here? Owners are terrible. Didn't saying this. What are we talking about? 1 second, let me get to this. Flawless, you don't think this 70 million BS for Garnacho is a negotiating tactic? There's no way these men hold out for what they wanted 60 in January. Again, like I said to Dan, like I've said to myself, don't give these lot of the benefit of the doubt. They're definitely incompetent enough to want 70 million for him. Why are we offering a negotiating tactic when we're the B side? Just get him gone. Just get him gone. And 30 million, 40 million for him is quality business.
What if they somehow did sell him for 70 million?
Props, I'll show up and say, hey, phenomenal business. Phenomenal business. Deal of the century. If you sell him for 70 million. Whoever brokered that deal deserves a plaque in the museum. If they can sell Garnacho for 70 million. Give them a plaque in the museum.
But that's what I'm saying. If you're a master negotiator and you are good at selling, bro, like, I don't know, they might have to get a lot of money. Maybe not 70, but
30 million for him is great. He's the worst winger in the league.
Yeah, obviously, but
yeah. Again, I don't think there's a negotiation tactic. I think they genuinely want that.
I think the only thing they could say is the age and the potential that you're buying. Like, I don't know how you sell that and package that. Like, if that's the only thing, I don't know. Right? Yeah, I don't know.
But I think it's nonsense.
And then just highlight that overhead kick that he scored. I was like,
it absolutely is. It's dreadful. Like, just get him gone. There's no negotiation. We're just being idiots about it. We need to be moving quickly. Urgency.
Whatever happened to that swap deal with Napoli for Osman and that, and they do
Never
this.
happened. It was never a thing. I've mentioned it because they're interested in Garnacho, they're interested in Sancho, but we never sat down at the table to even.
Bro, give them both, bro. Give
Fam,
them Sancho and Garnacho, man.
I was saying this yesterday because it seems as soon as there's obstacles, ownership don't know what to do, and the fans don't know what to do either. Because as soon as I mention Osherman, the thing I always get back is, well, he wants 300k a week. Cool. Do I believe he's worth 300k a week? No. But you know what you do? Sit down at the table and negotiate with him. Go and see what deal you can maybe strike with him where he's not on 300k a week. Maybe you can negotiate him down to 200k a
Hopefully
week.
they are, man. Hopefully they are, bro.
You know they're not. Come on now, Dan. Heart of hearts, you don't believe.
No, I mean we don't know though. That's the thing, though.
Yeah, we're just guessing. But if we were
That's
to guess,
it.
be like, nah.
But hopefully they can pull a hat out of the bag. You know what I'm saying? Because they've done it in the past. Even though we understand they're incompetent in many ways. There's been transfer windows, for example, where they've signed players that we didn't expect just out of the blue. You know what I'm saying? And they pull the rabbit sometimes out of the hat with certain players.
Agreed.
So,
that's one thing
I give
Elliot credit for is buying players. That's why I'm not here criticizing about buying players.
Yeah.
My issue is,
but that's what I'm saying. So maybe there's a chance, you know, we can end up getting Osman somehow.
The buying players ain't a problem for me because they've actually done a good job last summer. I think they did a good job in January. I think they've done a good job so far with Mbeumo and Cunha.
That's what I'm saying. So what makes you think we're not potentially having talks with Osman and stuff like that? Then?
Because I don't believe that's quiet. If that's the case, that would have come out already. There's been zero.
No, but like I said though, we've had deals in the past that have been very quiet. No one knew, no press knew, no one knew shit, and then we just suddenly signed guys. Like one that comes to mind is like Bailly, for example, or like certain certain guys we just did not expect at all.
That's an old regime. Like urgency, we need to be moving quick. That should have already been on the radar. Why are we waiting?
Well, I think obviously because he weren't the priority in it. It was Goalkeeper and that, but obviously they fucked around with that as well. So
Goalkeeper ain't there. So move on to the next one. I like the Goalkeeper situation. I like the fact we was looking at the lack on Goalkeeper. Those two deals are probably not going to happen. Cool. On to the next one. Urgency. We cannot wait. Because you know all that happens is once you get closer to the end of the transfer window, you know what happens? It gives the selling club more bargaining chips. Gives the actually, let me clarify that. Depending on if the player wants to leave or not. With Osherman, maybe
they need to identify straight away who would like to come to Man United and then just do what they need to do. That's it. If there's a chance of buying Osman near the end of the window, but he's not confirming right now if he wants to come to Man United, then we don't have time to be fucking around.
This is it. Time is not on our side. Time is not our friend. That's where my issue lies.
Bro, for me, I will just try and get Mateta, bro.
That's the obvious.
From the start, we should have just tried that. Because you're already going for Cunha and Mbeumo, two Premier League guys, proven. Fucking seal the deal and get Mateta, bro. That front line is crazy, bro. Premier League proven. You're going to be bagging bare goals, getting back to within the mix, man. Top four. You know what I'm saying?
And to Josu, who says, I don't think any of us are incompetent, to be honest, at least not fully. These men have to deal with some foolishness from the Glazers. These men have to deal with some foolishness from when the Glazers were in charge. This will take time. Okay, so let me ask you, Josu, outside of transfers, what did Ineos do well in your opinion? Outside, so because football is many different aspects across the footballing side of things. So outside of transfers, which I do agree with, I think they've done well both buying and selling so far. Definitely more so last summer as well in regards to the selling. It's over. Tell me what they've done well. Please tell me what they've done well. Dan Flawless be making better ways to try and get rid of guys in swaps. No way to negotiate a high price for Garnacho and that, etc. Laughing my ass off. It's like, yo, just get him gone. I don't know why we are delaying it. We need to prepare as best and get as many players in for the start of the preseason tour, which I believe is next, like literally just under a month. I think it's like the 23rd of July. So that should be the main MO, is what I'm saying. But we just done some. But yeah, Josu, please let me know. Outside of buying and selling, so we'll just say transfers, what have Ineos done well? Because I think they're dreadful. And in regards to the second part of it, when you mentioned about they have to deal with the mess from the Glazers, they got into bed with the Glazers. So therefore, that's on you. You know what you was doing. You know what you was doing. All right, let's not do that, please. All right, let's see. There's a few things I like. The structure they're implementing. I like the cost cut in making the club operate more efficient. Will free up wages for the team. I also like the cuts to the wage bill. I do agree with the what's it called? The cost cutting. They're getting rid of the staff. All for that, 100%. What structure are they implementing? We need to elaborate on this. What's the structure? Because people use the word structure. What structure are they elaborating? Freeing up the money for the team. Cool. I also like the cuts to the wage bill. You're talking about letting players go. All right, cool. Which ties into transfers. So that's under the same bracket. Because they let go of Lindelof, they let go of Ericsson, they let go of Johnny Evans, which freed up like 335k a week. Letting players go is transfers. So cost cutting we've got to the staff, which I do agree with, and transfers. What else are they good at? Because we got two things, and they've been here however many long. Or is it a month and some? Not a month and some change. They've been here a season and a little bit. Nah, a season and a half, because they joined like halfway through, was it not? Did they not take over like February? Not last February, the February before. They're good at tricking the Manchester United fans with interviews, to be fair. They're terrible, man. And if this was the Glazers, we'd riot about it. But because it's these lot, all of a sudden we got to give them time and all that. We don't have time. Time is not on our side. It's not on our side whatsoever. Is there anything else? Let's see. Oh, yeah, on Gyökeres. Go on, man. Go on.
No, I was going to say, just off the back of what you said, time is not on our side. Clearly. But that's more reason to just seal the deal with, like, like these Premier League proven players, bro. Like, spending so long getting a striker, just get Mateta, bro. Like, go all out, bro. You know what I'm saying? Just get what you need quick, man, for ready for pre-season. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know, bro. I don't know what it is.
Victor Gyökeres has already personally informed Sporting President Varandas about his decision to leave. No intention to play for the club anymore. Gyökeres wants new chapter. He feels heartbroken after exit pack and not expected to return to training as, is it Abolap reports? That's from a Fabrizio Romano tweet as well. Makes sense, but Gyökeres says he prefers Arsenal, so...
Yeah, I don't even care about this guy anymore.
Talk about it, fam. Your thoughts on that?
No, I just don't even care about this guy anymore. I don't care about any reports of anything to do with this guy, Gyökeres, but I don't care, bro. Like, if he's made it clear Arsenal's priority, then why the fuck should we be waiting around for him? You know what I'm saying? Like, Mbeumo and Cunha wanted Man United, so we do the most to get these guys, bro. People who don't want to come to Man United, then forget them. Move on, bro. Because like you said, we don't have time. Why are we going to waste time waiting around on people that don't want us, that don't want Man United, like, as a first option? Like, bro, allow it.
Agreed. And structuring equals people who have held footballing rubs at other clubs now doing at United. We didn't have that before. Are they performing well, Josie? It's all well and good going to get a head of recruitment, technical director, director of football, CEO, Barada, COO, etc. Are these people performing well? Because this is so blasé. That's like saying, well, we didn't have a striker before. We've gone and signed a striker, but the striker's not performing. What have the people done in these roles? What have they done? And miss me with the stadium plans. That's 2028. Couldn't care less. Fix us now. Here finishing 15th for Mana talking about what we've done in 2028. I mean, what we're doing in 2028. Actually, it's less than that. It's 2030, the stadium. It's 2030. What are we doing? Like, what's going on? 5 years from now, fix us now. When's the stadium supposed to be, people? Is it 2030? Is it 5 years? Because 2028 is what Barano said about the league. Like, come on, man. What are we doing?
Is there a chance that Sheikh Jassim can come before then?
I hope so. I hope so.
Just disrupt the whole stadium plan.
I'm saying, I'll be giving people credit for what again, I'll ask, what have they done in these roles? What have they done outside of transfer? What have they done in these roles? Well, as of right now, don't tell me about future. What have they done so thus far? Because we've got two things, transfers and the staff wage cutting, which I do agree with. So yeah, the stadium's 2030. So 5 years now. So cool, don't give me that about what's going on in 5 years. What's going on now in 2025? What have they done from the beginning up until this point done well? Don't worry, I'll wait. Big up to PFC TV as well every single time. Big up. Preseason starts soon. How Amarim is gonna get players play his style. Well, we ain't got no. Sheik made a great point. Outside of what was I looking for? Outside of Cunha, it's the same team. There's no one new. So if he couldn't implement his style before, why is he going to be able to implement his style now? Now, if he had 4 or 5 new players, I'd hear it, because this was what the conversation was. He needs new players to implement his style. We don't have a new team. We got 1 player. So surely we're going to have the same problems as last, especially if players don't leave too. Be interesting to see who we do take on that preseason tour. Yeah. Transfers is the biggest one, probably the most important too. So any else get mad. So 1 then, which I was right about, Josie. So they've done 2 things well. So this is why I have issue. I need more than the new ownership to come in and do 2 things well. 2 things, and we giving him credit. Nah, scratch that. And look at what's going on. Nah, scratch all that. Even Durant, I don't know why we're not looking at him on the loan. Why not? Let the Saudi club play most of his wages. Pay the vast majority of it, but we move. See what else. Where else we at? You lot continue to run up the lights. Continue to get your questions in as well, people. And Sai did ask earlier about should Manchester United sign players, more players from within the Premier League. More of the better players we performing, yes. I think that's the way we should go. That's why I like the Cunha deal. That's why I like the Mbeumo deal. That's why I like the idea of a Mateo deal. That's why I like the Delap deal. That's why I like the idea of the Delap deal. That's why I like the Emi Martinez deal as well. You don't have to worry about them adjusting to the pace of the league. You don't have to worry about them adjusting to the country either, and their family getting settled because they're already here. You know what I'm saying? They're already here. It is. And to Josu says, I'm not going to say if the new owners have failed or not when they haven't been in a year officially. Too short-sighted for me. I'm not saying they failed. I am saying they are failing, because you've mentioned 2 things they've done well. If that was anything else, we'd say that they're failing, and they've made more mistakes. They've contributed, and also the results match it. That's why you can only mention 2 things, Josu. If I tell you I rate such a player, and you say what good attributes he got, and I tell you give you 2 attributes, man, I ain't trying to hear that. But yeah, too short-sighted, cool. Wait until we have another terrible season and these lot here. Then it'll be like, nah, they need more time. All right. Dreadful. Fucking dreadful. Flawless. Ineos' made mistake keeping Ten Hag. Absolutely they did. Absolutely they did. Dreadful. Well, people just bypassed that. And then chose to, and then no. Let's clarify that. Because people like to rewrite history with that. They agreed to get rid of him. Let's start there. They universally agreed to get rid of him after the FA Cup win. So it was nothing to do with the FA Cup. It was nothing to do with the letters that the fan base wrote. They agreed to get rid of him. They then had and bear in mind, they took ages to get rid of him. So let's clarify that. They took too long to get rid of him. Let's go there, because he shouldn't have been in charge. But we'll get to that in a second. They agreed to get rid of him. They then had a piss-poor, terrible attempt at replacing him. They had 2 people on their list. They had Tuchel. They had De Zerbi. Tuchel, dreadful idea. Couldn't do a deal with him. De Zerbi, I hear it more. Couldn't do a deal with him. So then, instead of going to a 3rd option, a 4th option, a 5th option, they then returned back to the guy they agreed to get rid of. The guy they universally all said is not good enough. Then gave him a new deal. Give him more money. Brought in more players. And then because they don't rate him so much, they literally hired 2 managers to babysit him. That has never happened before, people. They brought in 2 managers to be his assistants. Not 1 manager and 1 assistant. They brought in 2 people who were managing football clubs. Ruud van Nistelrooy was managing a club in the Netherlands. Rene Hack was managing. They weren't assistants. They weren't first-team coaches. Their man were managing. And they brought them both in alongside him. They then watched the season unfold. Watched Manchester United be terrible for months. and had platinum opportunities to sack him. Not even golden, platinum opportunities to sack this man because of all the international breaks. There were 3 international breaks, and they didn't sack him in any of them. We then lost to West Ham, a game we should have won because Delo missed the open net and put it over the bar. And you know what's the crazy part is, if Delo scores that and we win or draw that game, these idiots probably don't sack him. So they literally on one game, same way when we were playing Aston Villa and everyone thought we was going to get smoked. And Barada and Ratcliffe, all the hierarchy, all the Ineos, all the main guys we talk about was in the stands like they was a jury. That's what it looked like. It looked like it was a jury and Ten Hag was on trial. And because we drew the game, they didn't sack him. If we would have got packed 4-0, we would have sacked him. What kind of ownership relies on one game, whether they sack a manager or not? And we've watched them do it twice. They then sacked him. They then pivoted and went and got Amorim, which was, now we can look back in hindsight, panic. As much as I wanted Amorim, as much as people were like, Amorim's a quality manager, he wasn't on the list before. He was not on the list. We interviewed. There was no talks. We sat down with Tuchel. That's well known. Offered the De Zerbi a contract according to De Zerbi. So why all of a sudden a guy who wasn't on your radar at all is 4 months, September, October, November, 3 months later, he's your go-to guy? Why was he not your go-to guy 3 months ago? It just means that you just rush your research. And then you didn't assist him in the best possible way. Didn't help him out in January letting players go. Then he performed poorly. And then you didn't go, you know what? This isn't working. Let's get rid of him and bring in a new manager. No, you decided to keep him. And now you are in the exact same scenario with Amorim as you was with Ten Hag. So how is 12 months later we still have the same problem under your ownership? And people want me to back this. How many incompetent, foolish decisions have I just mentioned? And there's more. If we really start delving into it, there's way more. All that's missing this summer is them to go get 2 managers who are managing in Portugal. Go get the Braga manager and go get the Boa Vista manager and then sit him alongside Amorim. What's the difference? Someone tell me, please. I beg. A manager we can all clearly see that's out of his depth. Even Barada said it himself. Oh, we didn't expect to be 15th. Well, no shit. Because people tried to say, oh, I expected us to be here. No, you didn't. Stop it. When Amorim came in, no one was like, hey, we're going to drop to 15th. You might have thought he'd do poorly, but 15th where we finished. All right. But yeah, back these owners. All right. Whatever. Big up Soccer Junkie. Sorry, go on, Dan. I have to get off my chest.
Nah, bro, I was back. You know what I'm saying? You spitting, son. Yeah, I'm saying some shit, man. I don't even know what to say, bro. Just facts in it, man. It is what it is, man. You know what I'm saying? Freaking, yeah, they're just showing incompetence for the longest time, man. But this is way before this has been happening. You know what I'm saying? We've suffered for way too long, man. Like way too long, man. And yeah, we can just only hope, man. Just only hope that certain shit hit better and change, man. But I don't know, man. I don't know if I've ever seen anything like it. And I don't know if that's because I am a Man United fan and my main focus on Man United. But I have not seen that other clubs ever move like this. Like, and I don't know, man. It's just sad, man. Like, I just feel like we're the worst run club, like, out here, bro. I don't know. It's nuts, man.
Fucking absolute.
It is hard, man. It's like, it's tough. We have to keep going in circles saying how bad it is and shit. But what else can you do, bro? Like, it's like, what can we do, man? Fuck it all, mate. It's a shambles, man.
Absolute
It's a shambles, man.
pittance, man. It's absolute just joke. And we're literally in the same situation again. Yeah, literally in the same scenario. All the conversations we're having about Amorim and the team is pretty much the same conversations we was having about Ten Hag and the team. Amorim Ten Hag is legit a mirror match. One's Dutch, one's Portuguese. That's pretty much the only difference. Some of the fan base think we should keep
So Flawless, in hindsight, yeah.
Yeah.
Since Ferguson retired, yeah. who has, out of all the managers we've had, who have you liked up until this point? Like, maybe you might not like them at the time, or just having gone through everything and we're at this point we're at now. Has your mind changed on anything? Or
no, not really. Not really. No change. Everyone deserved to be sacked. Some were worse than others. I thought Van Gaal was decent. Just that football was dreadful. But Van Gaal actually like coached us. You could see that. Like he's a throwback old school coach. You give Van Gaal top quality players, youth players, a mix of the two, average players, he's going to coach. Because he had all them youth players out there running around and we look miles better than this, which we do with senior players. Like if you give Van Gaal this team, we're much better. So that's why I don't hear about the players being bad. Yes, the players are awful. 110%. However, Van Gaal also had quote unquote on paper at times terrible players. Man had 5-6 youth players out there at times. And they weren't even youth players who were like well known. Like we was like, oh, we're waiting on such and such. It's not like a Greenwood situation where those that were around.
Who do you have? Fosu Mensah, Wolfwood Jackson, James Wilson.
James Wilson, Varela, Tyler Blackett, all them type of players. Yeah. Had all of those. So that's what it is. Interim manager, Ollie, that was great. That was just straight vibes. And Ollie was interim. I was just slapping teams. That was straight
vibes. That's what I liked. Like
that was straight vibes. Interim manager, Ollie, that was vibes. I enjoyed that. That's pretty much it, fam. There isn't really too much else outside of that. If I'm being really, really honest, not really too much. And the funny thing is, Jim Ratcliffe said that it was a mistake to keep Ten Hag. See, I forgot about this shit. Thanks for reminding me, King. The fact that he said this, which he is right in saying, why could you not see this at the time? You're paid way, way, way too much money to not see these. You can't make this mistake. You're a pilot. You can't tell me we're light on fuel. The fuck? Or miscalculated. Yo, you can't miscalculate these things. What are we doing?
Yeah, you can't. That's crazy.
What are we doing, man? You paid way, way too much at Manchester United Football Club to be miscalculating these things. And it was obvious. Fucking obvious. Like, what are we doing? Hey, shout out to Crab in the chat as well. Big on my Bajan brother Crab every single time. You lot make sure you subscribe to Bajan Reds TV as well. Says big up the chat and the panel. Yeah, man. I was just feeling a little bit run down yesterday, but man's better today. Big up to Gav as well. You lot make sure you subscribe to Gav channel, man. Gavs goes in. Shout out to Gav every single time also. But yeah, we're just dreadful, man. Really, really is, man.
Bro, we're always ignoring obvious things, man. Like Bruno, selling Bruno was obvious, blood.
I ain't the smartest. I am not working in football. Things are very difficult, but sometimes things are just blatantly obvious, and it's like it's staring you right in the face, and you miss this.
Common sense ain't so common, bro.
My major issue is they get so many of the obvious things wrong. They don't get the difficult decisions wrong. If it was difficult, then I'd hear it. If it was one of those where it was 50-50, 51-49, 55-45, I'd hear it. But it's the obvious decision staring you in the face and you get the wrong decision. Like keeping Ten Hag in the summer. I can't forgive that. It's unforgivable.
It's pussies, man.
Oh, Lord. Jesus Christ.
They're just pussies.
Oh, any good news for the Manchester United? Hey, big up, Crab. This is too much for this. Yeah, and Mbeumo's second deal launched, so hopefully that deal should get done. That's the news. To Josu says flawless. Correct me if I'm wrong, but what you saying? But you were saying there was too much results-based analysis when Amorim first started out. No, yes, because he had a structure. We were better in his earlier days. When he got here in November, December. I'll even give him January. Yes, because January was Liverpool and Arsenal, etc. We had better structure. I could actually see what he was trying to do. And on top of that, he was doing other things right, like holding players accountable for poor performances. I keep referencing it. The Manchester derby, when he dropped Garnacho, when he dropped Rashford from the squad. I love that. We could have lost that game and I'd still give him points for that. And I gave him points for that, and we won the game, and deservedly won the game. And I was there and could see what we was trying to do. That has disappeared. So not only are the results terrible, the structure's not there. And also the structure not being there, players are not held accountable. What are the positives? What are the positives? And he was getting better results. His results got worse.
Bro, I just fuck knows, man.
We ain't got them Arsenal, Liverpool, City results. What are we doing, man?
Bro, it's at a point where I just don't even know at this point, like, what the fuck, like, you know what I'm saying? It's been so up and down, so many things that seem obvious that are not to Man United. I don't know if I'm just so stupid or if I'm just too clever. Like, you're like, which one is it? Like we're saying, like, there's common sense things, but why is it only certain people like us, we're seeing certain things that others are not seeing? Like, what? I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm just so confused, man. I'm so confused by everything, man. Like, I don't know, bro. Shit don't make sense to me. You know, when nothing makes sense, you're just like, what the fuck, man?
You know it's bad. Because imagine me and you are debating and we disagree on something, cool. But imagine I'm making points, so you're like, I don't understand. That's worse. That's worse than you understanding and disagreeing. You're like, I have no idea what you're talking about at this time, Flawless. What are you going on about? This makes no sense. That type of shit. You know what I'm saying?
I ain't got the answers, man. I ain't got the answers. Wait.
No, the answers. These people are just incompetent. So that's the answer. That's the flipping answer. I'm telling you. It's not a goddamn answer.
It's tiring, man.
To Gab, who says, Flawless, do you think United should be looking at Victor Boniface? I don't know enough about him, you know. I'm not going to lie, I've not watched him.
Who's that striker? Who's he play for? Leverkusen or something?
Something like that. 1 second. Let me actually pull it up. 1 second.
Ain't he like Osman? Similar.
I've not what like Osimhen I can actually say I've watched. Whereas Boniface, yeah, he's at Leverkusen. Decent numbers actually. 18-9 last season, 14-23 the season before. So there's 2 seasons. Then he was at Union St. G, got 9-37 in the Belgian Pro League. How old is he? He's only 24, so he's
25
young.
or something.
Yeah, so he's gonna be 25 in. Hold up, he's 25 in December. So yeah, not too bad. But yeah, Boniface, I've not watched him like that, so I don't know.
How much would he cost?
I'm not sure either. Yeah, I'm not sure. You know, I'm not sure. Gav, what are you saying on it? I know you've probably done your research. Let me know. What's your thoughts on it? You'd be surprised how many people don't have comments. I hear it, Chinlu, but these people are. I keep saying this. Paid extremely well to do this job. You're not paid. You're not on minimum wage. If you're on, I get it. You're on minimum wage. I walk into a shop. You're on minimum wage. I've been there. You don't care too tough. I understand. You're working at a bar. Get my order wrong. Cool. I'm not gonna wild out. You know what I'm saying? You're working at a restaurant. Get my order wrong. I'm not one of them to wild out. I know you don't care. I walk into Foot Locker. You bring me the wrong size. I hear it. Bring me the wrong. I get it. You don't care. And I understand. I've been there. Trust me, I've been there many a time. You know that look when you see certain people and you're like, yeah, they just don't want to be here whatsoever. This job is tearing them apart inside. They don't want to be here. I get it. So I am much
90% of people, bro.
Say that again.
No, that's like 90% of people, bro. Like, who wants to be working in Foot Locker and that, bro? You go Westfield, everyone's pissed. Yeah, shout out to everyone. Like it, yeah, deep like, down, bro, no one likes them.
The point that I'm.
No, let's be real. Like deep down, like you're happy you're getting money, but it's like you don't. Who's gonna turn around and be like, I want to work in Foot Locker for my whole life? That tells you everything you need to know.
Maybe they want to move up in the ranks. Maybe they want to be manager. Maybe that's their goal. Maybe they're like, right, I want to be, owner, shareholder, whatever the case may be. But the point that I'm
I
making
hear
is I get it. That's the overall point I'm making. People is I've seen people and I've been in that situation many times myself where couldn't care less about the job. If your boss walked up to you there and then I was like, "You're fired," you'd be like, "All right, cool, let me get my stuff." That type of shit. So but these people, Ineos, these people in the Manchester United hierarchy, are paid extremely well. They are thousandaires and millionaires off of this. Therefore, you are paid top quality money. I expect you to do the top quality job. I was saying this yesterday. Word to Pops in Friday I know most of you have seen Friday. The word of the day is J-O-B. Job. That's what man told Craig. J-O-B. Do your job. And you are paid extremely well. Therefore, I expect you to perform extremely well at your job. What are we doing here? And I feel like this is Sunday League or something where you're paying to play. Or Saturday League, or you're down Power League playing 6-a-side or 7-a-side.
every time I come in the kitchen, you in the kitchen eating all the goddamn food. Now this is random flashbacks of Friday. He comes in like every time I come in the kitchen, you in the kitchen.
Classic. Absolute classic. For real. So yeah, you know what? You could get him. United could get him, I think, that between 40-50 million. Still, they've lost so they might not want to lose another, but United should test the resolve.
Who can they get for 40 million?
Say again? He's talking about
who is he talking about? Hey, by the way, that name is crazy.
Yeah, Bonyface is magic.
Bonyface, why for that?
Yeah, it is. I think
that's the craziest footballer's name I've ever heard.
People praise Wolves for going on that run, but when they got to OT, we dominated, just couldn't score, but no one talks about that due to results. No one talks about it because also not only were the results bad, and you can't lose all those games, Josu, we won 9 points in the calendar year of 2025. Of course, people are going to talk about results. We did not even hit double-figure points from January till the end of the season. What are we talking? And okay, I'll give you the Wolves game. Name me the others where we played well. Don't worry, I'll wait. Name me the other games we played well towards the end of the season. Because I didn't watch the Wolves game. So the Wolves game I'll give you. Cool. 1. Now name the games where we played well, because I can give you a whole heap of games. Forget the result where we didn't play well structurally. I'm looking here. There's Villa, the Spurs, there's West Ham, Brentford, Bournemouth, Wolves game we've mentioned, Newcastle, City.
Bro, this is the problem, man.
Leicester, Arsenal, Ipswich, Everton, Tottenham. This is just the Premier League games. Palace, Fulham, Brighton, Southampton, Liverpool. So that's from the top of the year. So they're the Premier League games from the top of the year. So I'll give you even longer, Josu, than just the end of the season. Give me the games you think played well. I'm not even going to dispute them. I just want to know. So literally the Premier League game from the 5th of January when we played Liverpool all the way to the end of the season. Excluding Europa League, exclude FA Cup. What games in the Premier League did we play well in your opinion? Just so we can gauge where you're at. Oh, yeah. You know Amarim's dead food. 100%. You already know this. You already know this. Facts. You already know this. When you're playing 5 at the back system and we're conceding 2 to 3 goals in a lot of matches, that says a lot about the manager. That's true. We shouldn't be conceding as much as we're conceding with playing 5 at the back. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. We should not be. Without doubt, we should not be. But yeah, Josie, what games did we play well? Literally Premier League from the 5th of January till the last Premier League game was Villa at home on the 25th of May. So that's literally, that's 5 months. It's January, February, March, April, May. Yeah, that's 5. All of it is 5 months. And you lot continue to run up the likes at 48, 2 more, get up to 50 likes. Make sure you hit the subscribe button on the channel. Sarcasm City TV. Go follow the playback. Follow the new Twitter. Yes, it's Flawless People. Hit me with on the Twitter people. If you're following the old account, follow the new account. Yes, it's Flawless. Make sure you follow Sarcasm City TV across all socials as well. Taurus, who says someone will stay Villa. I just want to gauge where he's at, because then we'll be able to talk. So I'm not even going to dispute what he says. I just want to know the games we played well in. And then we'll go from there. And then we'll count it up and then do the time. Because it's not results. We're not doing results based. We're just talking about actually playing well. Now this is serious business, Dan, man. This man is just laughing.
No, man, you crack me up, man.
This is serious business. Since man said we played well, all right, let's see how we played.
I like the way you're just serious and just pose the question. That's it. Like I just posed the question.
Posing the question, let's ask if we played well. We got the whole 5 months, man. We got January to May. And we'll see how many games we played well. Because I know Josie gonna go through the fixture list and let's see. Like I said, it's
why are people clutching? Why are people reaching though? Like, why are people trying to find the positives out of like the shittest season ever?
People know, because then they have to face the truth. That's why.
What's wrong with facing the truth? This is what I hate about society and people, bro. Like, face the truth, man.
It's uncomfortable, man.
The truth will set you free.
Sometimes you don't want to look in the mirror and realize you got fat. You know what I'm saying? It's uncomfortable, man. It's uncomfortable, man.
So what if it's uncomfortable? People worrying about the wrong things, man. Uncomfortable is good. That's how you grow, man. When you're uncomfortable.
Say that again. Tell them again, fam. Say that's a bar. That's a bar. Say that again.
Uncomfortable is where you grow. If you're uncomfortable, you shall grow. You know what I'm saying? If you're comfortable, you shall remain in the same spot in life. Simple. So how would I don't understand people, bro. I'm not meant for this world, bro. I swear that. Just generally in life, this is how people operate. It's very emotional, yeah. People like us, obviously, we're logical. We might be a bit of, I don't know, we got this neurodivergent mind here where we're just logical all the time. But at the end of the day, you got to be able to separate things. Like, you got to be able to, you know what I'm saying? But people worried about the wrong things, man. You're reaching. You're taking positives out of the shittest season ever, bro. So it's void. The positives you're trying to bring up don't mean anything, bro. Don't matter. Fuck, man. Sort it out, man. It don't matter. Like, it's void points. Like, you know, people make it irrelevant points just because they feel a type of way. You know what I'm saying? Like, people might have favoritism towards Garnacho, but logically, there's nothing about it. Do you know what I'm saying? It's true, isn't it? Like,
no, you're true.
Because man love Man United, they want to find positives out of the shittest season ever. Yeah. But if you really love Man United, you speak the truth and say how it is. We had the shittest season ever. The owners need to move serious. The fuck?
But the reason why I'm laughing, because one, you're 110% spot on, and the way you're delivering it is hilarious. I can see the confusion in your face, and you're going through what I go through. But the reason why I don't respond like that is because then it's a back and forth. No, show me you're working out. I know your maths is wrong. I know your maths is wrong. This is why
they don't care about the maths, bro. That's the problem.
Bro, show me you're working out. Let's see how you got here. Because Josu in the chat told me we played well in games. All right, tell me the games of the past 5 months that we played well in. Like I said, results to the side. I want to know what games he thinks. And then we can go from there. I'm not even going to dispute what he said. I just want a number. So I can say, all right, he said Wolves. Let's say he says this game, he says that game, he says this. Okay, those are the games you think we played well in. Minus the
I don't even know what games we played well for the whole season, bro. Maybe.
Hey, Josie, where you at, my G, man? What's going on? What's going on?
Bro, worst season ever.
Yeah, like I said, you can just go on Google and run through the games. Premier League games are there. The fixtures are all there. And you can run through them. Oh, what are we doing out here?
Everyone loves to make excuses for mediocrity, man.
We're not talking about. This ain't Amorim here we're talking about. You don't have to defend him. Sorry, go on. Go on, fam.
No, I'm just saying everyone loves to make excuses for mediocrity or below subpar, like
finish 15th.
Average shit. Not even average, like below average shit. Like
we finished 15th.
Bro, that's all that needs to be said. Like, what more needs to be said?
15th, didn't win back-to-back games all season long. We got 9 points in the calendar year of 2025. So in 5 months, we got 9 points, I think. Let me actually.
And then people want to do the whole toxic positivity shit. Like,
Let me see.
Bro,
Let me make sure I got this right. Hold up. So
you got it right,
1
bro.
point. So yeah, 1 point from Liverpool, 3 points from Southampton. That's 4.
And the
7 points
games we
from
won,
Fulham.
did we play well, bro? Like the guy in the
7
comments,
from
he's
Fulham.
saying,
Oh, it's more than 7. So that's 10 points from Ipswich. So that's 10. We're at 10. 11 points, Arsenal. 14 points, Leicester. 15, Bournemouth. So we stand corrected. We got 15 points in the calendar year. Ironic. 15 points, 50. Terrible. We got 15 points in 5 months, people.
oh my gosh.
We got 15 points in 5 months.
Like that's a disgrace,
that means, you know what that means? That means on average per month, we got 3 points.
This is unacceptable, bro.
That makes it worse when you do the math. That makes it worse when you do the math. 15 points. Yeah, it is better than 9, but you know what that means? It's on average 3 points per month. So that means on average we won 1 game per month. All right, cool. We out here, people. All right. Okay. And like Gav said here before the Villa game, I remember we had 9 points in 2025. Terrible. But people, we're going to close out. Heading over to Rants right now, over to his live stream. I'm over there, so we're going to redirect. Big up to everyone that has locked in. Run up the likes, hit the subscribe button. Back live tonight should be with Veta still, United City show people. If not, there'll be a Q&A. So don't worry, you will get content as well. Don't worry about that. Dan, quickly, you want to shout out anything before we close out?
I want to shout out Sarcasm City, bro. Thanks for having me. You know what I'm saying? Say for the invite as always. And yeah, man, big up to the chat. Yeah, man, I'm about to drop a video on my High Power Thoughts page. So go ahead and follow that, guys, if you would like. And yeah, man, just here, man. I'm just waiting for these signings to come through. And yeah, bro. But other than that, man, big up to everyone. Hopefully, we get some breaking news, some good news. I want to hear confirmation of Mbeumo and that. Like tonight, bro. Why not? Like, if they said it's agreed, they've accepted the deal, then announce it, bro. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, man. Nah, man. Big up, man.
Big up every time. So we got here. So Villa, West Ham. No, West. Don't hit me with the okay. So that's not well. So okay, forget that. Again, see, now man want to change words, and this is what I'm talking about. So Villa, yes. Bournemouth, City, you said okay. So we're not including that. Forest, Southampton. 4 games in 5 months. All right, sure. Anyways, people, we're closing out. We're heading over to Rance's channel. Big up to everyone that's locked in. ManDem United podcast live on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube. Thank you very much for tuning in.